Hi guys, this video is about W12, how to solve equations, complete the solution. So as you guys can tell, I have gotten up to an 88, so the problem that I'm going to show you how to do is a little bit harder than the first ones that you see. So for example, here we have a really long equation. And we have to kind of say here on the drop down, what did they do first? So if I notice here, I have a parentheses, I have some distributive property here, and then I have some like terms and an equation. The first thing that I notice is that they went from -6 on the outside and 8p minus 3 on the inside. They got rid of parentheses. So I have to wonder, did they get rid of parentheses by dividing by 6, or did they get rid of parentheses by using the distributive property? Well, if I multiply -6 times 8p, that gives me -48. So they use the distributive property. So I'm going to use my drop down and I'm going to say apply distributive property. Okay, now I'm going to look at the next step that they did. They went from -48p down to -38p. So they must have combined the -48p and the positive 10p. So if I look down my drop down, they combined like terms. And then finally, they went from -38p plus 18 to just -38p. And it tells me that they subtracted 18 from both sides. So that's what I have to do. I have -20 minus 18. They are the same sign. So that means that I'm going to add them, and I'm going to get -38. I'm going to put that in that box. Now I'm going to do the second thing it says, and it says divide both sides by -38. Well, -38 divided by -38, well, that gives me +1. Yay! Okay, let's see. This one looks a little bit more complicated. You guys only have to get to 85, so these are actually harder than the ones that you're going to see. Just in case you were curious, this looks like they had to use the distributive property first, so I'm going to say apply the distributive property. And I have 6 times -3, well, that gives me -18. I don't have to put the 18 because I already have the minus sign. Next thing is I'm going to combine like terms, just like we always do. -24s and s, that gives me -23s. And then I'm going to add, because the additive inverse of -18 is +18. 5 plus 18, well, that gives me 23. And then I'm going to divide both sides by -23. We know that as using the multiplicative inverse, which would give me -1. Hopefully this video helped.